Oh yes, this is definitely going to be an interesting video. Hey everyone, what's up? Overworld Games here, and we're talking about Anthem's sales numbers, so let us begin. So, a lot of stuff to go over in this video. We're going to be talking about how EA could react, depending on the sales numbers. Bioware responds about this. And then also, we're going to be talking about physical sales versus digital sales, and then EA Access Origin, and then Premiere, because we don't have that data yet. But what we do know is this, that Anthem is sitting at the #1 spot despite an underwhelming start for physical sales in the United Kingdom. You can see it right here. It's ahead of Far Cry New Dawn, FIFA 19, Red Dead Redemption 2 Metro, and Forza Horizon 4. You can tell that the United Kingdom, by the way, loves their Forza and racing games, which is cool to see. But anyway, it's definitely very interesting right now for Anthem because we only have, half the data, I guess you would say. We do know that Anthem is definitely underperforming with physical sales, but physical sales as a whole are down across the entire gaming industry, and I'll explain that in just a moment. But Anthem's physical sales half Mass Effect Andromeda's, and then also, get this, Anthem sold 10% of what Destiny 1 sold in UK retail. Again, physical sales only, keep that in mind. Now, interestingly, when we look at Call of Duty Black Ops 4, this is where our physical sales really get interesting. So, this is what it says. Black Ops 4 physical launch sales lowest Call of Duty has seen for a decade, but digital sales improve on last year and double on PC. So, again, you can see this trend where it's like a downward trend for sure for the physical sales for gaming overall. I think the same thing was said about basically everything in the gaming industry. Battlefield, whatever games released, they were down significantly with physical sales. Digital is the way to go. Also, real quick, by the way, the gameplay you are seeing right now is from one of my live streams. If you want to join my live stream, see the description below. I basically stream every single day. I've been streaming a lot of Anthem, having fun with that, so check that out in the description below. Now, what is EA predicting? Well, they're predicting, I'm pretty sure some of you have heard this, 6 million copies in 6 weeks for Anthem. Will that happen now? Not too sure if that's going to be happening, but it's going to be interesting to see what happens on the side of digital sales. Now, I do think that there is an audience for this game right now. You can see it for sure with the community and, places like Reddit and elsewhere. That is currently growing and people are still very interested in this game. There's still concerns about how loot is being handled, the stability of the game, the roadmap and stuff like that. They're going to have to nail down the roadmap for sure going forward. If they have a horrible live service here, then the game's just going to die. That's just the facts. But there's some interesting stuff on that roadmap. New Stronghold, all sorts of cool stuff coming up here, including the Cataclysms, which are coming late, but they've got to nail this stuff down. Now, Bioware did respond about some things here, and, everyone's concerned because there's been a lot of videos going out, news articles saying, that the game has bombed, essentially. And let's get into this right now. So, Valentin says this, Mike, I'm mainly worried about what EA might do if the game doesn't meet their sales expectations. Sad face. Since they so quickly dropped Andromeda for not meeting expectations. And this is also what Robert says. Me too, especially since they projected 6 million over the first 6 weeks. And retail-wise, it sold half as many as Mass Effect Andromeda did. And that was reported to be 1.3 million. So at best, that's just over 650,000. That's a lot of digital sales to make up over the next 5 weeks. So excellent points from everyone there. Now, Bioware did chime in here. Michael Gambler responded, don't sweat this, guys. Seriously. And Casey Hudson of Bioware goes on to say the following in response to all these concerns. He says this, game development can be a harsh and emotional experience at times, but the support of so many amazing people in the developer and player communities is a powerful antidote. You inspire us to keep going, and we will. And I've heard the same sentiment and statement from many Bioware developers, like, we're just going to keep going. EA is still supporting what we do, and, we'll see what happens with the digital sales. I'm extremely curious to see those numbers. I'm not too sure when those would actually be released at all. But also, on the other side of things, you have to remember about EA Access and Origin Premier. These are two services where you can actually go in and try the game, like 10-hour trials. You get a whole vault library, and you can try the games basically indefinitely once they release, of course. But yeah, there's a lot of different options to play games now. It's not just like physical sales. And there was an interesting post here that was like UK looter shooter physical debuts. It says Borderlands 2 190k, Destiny 400,000, and then, you know, Division 2 177,000, Destiny 2 175,000, and Anthem 42,000. Now, we still need more information about that, but you definitely can't compare physical sales to a game like Borderlands 2, which is like over a decade old at this point, because physical sales have rapidly declined over the past decade, and that metric doesn't even exist anymore. There's no comparison to be had there at all. So again, we're going to have to keep looking to the digital sales and what's going on with that one for sure. Also, Game Industry Biz had some interesting stuff to say about Anthem sales here for the physical copies. They go on to say this: Anthem comfortably claimed #1 in the UK box charts last week. The EA game performed best on PS4, accounting for 54% of sales. 40% came on Xbox One, with the remainder on PC. So you can see how PS4 is going to be the biggest community for Anthem. And then furthermore, they said this: the game sold comfortably more than last week's big new games, including Far Cry New Dawn and Metro Exodus, but it isn't the fastest selling game of the year. That is a position currently held by Resident Evil 2 and then Kingdom Hearts 3. I have got to try both of those games, by the way. I've been so busy with Anthem, but I can't wait to try those games. So I've got to get busy with that. But also they say this: of course, as an online-focused game, it's likely Anthem performed well as a download release. The chart data does not currently factor in digital sales, making any meaningful analysis impossible. So yeah, they even agree here that it's basically impossible to judge what's going on with Anthem currently because of the lack of information with those digital sales. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that one. Again, you know, we have the roadmap right here, which definitely looks intriguing. We've got new events, which there's going to be a bunch of brand new events coming to free play. And I think free play could get really big here over the next couple of months. It's something I'm excited for. I would love to spend more time in the open world. But also, we're going to be getting a new mastery system, which is going to be that basically the pilot skill system that is going to be evolved. You know, that was supposed to release at launch, but they've done some stuff to it to fine-tune it, and they're going to be releasing that as well. And a lot of you guys have been begging for stat tracking and stuff like that. And then the Stronghold's coming up here in April, and then you got to remember the Cataclysms in May, and a bunch of other stuff like events going on in between that. But the free play stuff, I'm also very curious about. I really want to see them beef up this free play experience, because I think it is a total blast. You got to remember also the legendary missions. Now, I did a recent video, and you guys gave your top comment, so I'm going to go over that right now. So remember, leave a comment down below. I always dig through my comments, see what's up, and it may end up, you never know, it may end up right here in a video. So let us do this. So the first top comment comes from Sinbounce, who says this: let's talk about how this is a stat-based game, and there is no way to see your total stats, no stat page, like how much luck, hit points, armor, etc. Yeah, it's a big drawback with the game. And again, hopefully that comes with the mastery update that's coming up here. I think that's going to be landing in April. That would be nice to have a complete overview, considering that a lot of this game is like kind of like an RPG experience. So yeah, we definitely need that overview of what's going on with our builds and stuff. So next up, Ender Knight says this is another Destiny 1 situation. The game should get well over time. Difference is we get content for free here. Core gameplay is solid. Mainly this game suffers from issues like bugs and content, but bugs can get patched and content can be added over time. I'm not saying this is a good thing, but just bringing my point. Hopefully it will get better. Just looks like a new rocky start, just like Destiny 1 had. And he says this: and about the loot, I simply think that loot should scale with difficulty. The higher Grandmaster, the better the rewards. Shouldn't be seeing commons and uncommons in Grandmasters. LOL. Yeah, I totally agree about that last statement. We were playing like Grandmaster 3 and still getting crappy stuff. So the loot stuff absolutely needs to be improved. In fact, I got a legendary weapon very recently and was shocked to discover it didn't even, it wasn't even on par with my Masterwork light machine gun. That should not be happening, like, for real. So I was definitely bummed out about that one. I was like, oh, what's the point of this legendary if my current Masterwork light machine gun is actually outperforming it? So that's something that definitely needs to be looked at, because the loot is basically what this game is truly about. The gameplay is wonderful, by the way, but of course, a lot of the carrot stick stuff that keeps you in the game is the loot. It just keeps you coming for more, and it's got to be really, really good loot. Again, more updates about loot coming very, very soon, as Ben Irving has confirmed. But also, Daniello says this: I think that Anthem lacks is that you can mark where you're going to go in the map, or if you die, you can see where it is. Free play is the map open to do anything. So it'll be pretty good if we can do a waypoint in the map. Yeah, so he's basically wanting to be able to mark where you want to go, and then also have markings of where you died so you can previously find where you were at. If you're in a world event, that makes it super easy to find that world event again. And yeah, they're looking to update communication within free play, within the game itself, and be able to do that sort of thing. You know, Apex Legends, they're experts at that, for sure. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Remember, leave your comments down below. Stay tuned here for more Anthem. Appreciate all the love and support on the videos. It's been crazy lately. Really, really appreciate that, guys, for sure. You know, I've been doing this for years and years and years, and to see that you guys are enjoying the videos really does make my day, and it means the world to me. But guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more, and I will see you next time.